Akugawa, Gurubukube, Kuta, Akugawa, Biafra, Dadigide, Wong, baby, Biafra, Dadigide, baby. Good evening, wonderful people of Biafra. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, the supporters of freedom. Good evening, my fellow Congress. This evening is going to be very brief because in this errand of Gear 1, we talk less, and then we show more action. There are two things that brought me online this very evening. Perhaps there are three things that brought me on air this very evening, and I'm going to define them very clear. While you are paying good attention, because this has to do with you, and you. It has to do with you because you have 70% role to play for your own safety, while we provide 30% for you. It has to do with you because you are very close to the enemy, while we are very far, somehow far from the enemy of the land of Bafra. And that is why we always do our best to bring the information to your doorstep. If the enemy come to your ground, we need information on time so that we can launch rescue mission to you. But that is not what brought me this evening.
One of the worst atrocities committed on African soil took place in Nigeria between 1967 and 1970. Experts on human conflict started Operation Wipe Out the Igbo tribe. The onslaught began when 30,000 Igbo men, women, and children, including newborn infants, were brutally massacred in the utmost gruesome manner. It became an obvious case of pogrom where the killing continued in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria. This development triggered an exodus as the Igbos headed back home. Instead of taking adequate action to stop the illegal killing of Igbo, the Nigerian military junta, under the pretext of police action, launched a coordinated attack on the already physically and psychologically brutalized Igbo man. And that day said that the sheep is not a good dancer, but not when the drummers come to drum on his doorstep.
This is exactly what they did. And this is exactly what they were planning to do again in this present time. But thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. And thank God for Simon Ekpa. And thank God for all these men of steel. And we tell them, in 1967 can never be 2023. We told them that the killing you kill, we can never forget. And that is what they want us to forget. That is exactly what they thought we can forget about it. We can never forget. Every single soul that you kill, every single Biafrans that you murder in the cold blood, must be revenge. Every single one of them must be revenge. I want to give this warning to. I've been searching for the video. I come across the video in the afternoon, but I was so busy that I could not, save the video. I've been searching for the video. I could not get it. One woman came, a pay agent of Nigeria came up and narrated that Samonekba as a businessman is using IPOB and ESM for his own personal game, and then blah blah blah. Now see what he's saying because of the tweet, the Prime Minister tweet that if even though they release Mazen Namudi Kanu, that we are not going to take order from him in the zoo, that they have to come to they must send him to Finland, that they must have personal interaction with him. And the woman thing, he can twist the narrative. See, before you come online to talk garbage or talk nonsense, bear in mind that Biafrans are learned, are not fools. Yes, let me tell you, remind you what Nnamdi Kanu himself said few years ago, that if any day he open his mouth and say, there is how then they do let's change, more we stop, see how then they do or ever think of dropping or come up and say, let's leave Biafra and see how we can fix Nigeria, I say the next person should shoot him dead. I have that record. And that was the reason one of my brokers, you hear me say, if I am close to Mazen Namudi Kanu and I hear him say that we should fight for a better Nigeria, I will be the first to kill him. So what does that what did I want you to understand is, even though Nnamdi Kanu come up now today and say that he doesn't need Biafra again, he's on his own, or it is on his own. He cannot change us. He cannot make us to drop the weapon. Do you know why? We have swear an oath. We have taken an oath to thousand of innocent Biafra murder by Nigerian government to restore what they died for. And do you know what they died for? Biafra. They did not die for Nnamdi Kanu. They died for Biafra. So if Nnamdi Kanu come up today, tomorrow, and he say, my people, I've seen the reason for the few moments or few years I've spent in the prison, I think we can make a better Nigeria. If it makes us thought or such change or such, what will I say, pronouncement, it is on its own. It is on its own. We can never lay down this very harm until Biafra is restored. Even though Simon Ekpa that is leading us now come out tomorrow and say he's no longer interested in Biafra, we should talk about one Nigeria, it's on its own. We push him aside, another commander take over. But I warned you before that there are 1,000 commanders waiting to take over the command differently, not in the central unit. Now we are on central unit, commanding by Simon Ekpa. So if tomorrow he changes his mind, which I believe he can never, the same way Nnamdi Kanu can never change his mind. But I know that they are injecting him some chemical. They have injected Nnamdi Kanu so many chemical that can make him lose his brain, his thinking, can make him lose his memory. That is exactly what they are doing to him now. There are some chemicals that can inject you. It will compress your brain, remove some memory from you. Then you can begin to talk like children or behave like children, not knowing what you said before, because you are no longer acting on your normal sense any longer. So if that happened to Nnamdi Kanu, and you think you can come up and convince us to base on what he will say, you are a joke. I want you to understand the level that we are now. When this vehicle was steaming, in fact, when we were not yet owning the vehicle, I told you that we are prepared, the movement, negotiate, release all the Biafra activists in your custody, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, giving the date for referendum. Let's go in peace. By doing so, nobody die. You don't kill me, I don't kill you. But what do you say? You say no. When we start checking the vehicle, I told you we are preparing something big for you. Time is not yet late. Do the right thing. You say no. When we own the vehicle and the vehicle was steaming, I told you the vehicle have already on, but this vehicle is on the steaming. We are steaming the vehicle. Negotiate for referendum. What do you say? You say no. I come up again and told you that this very vehicle, we have disconnected everything called brake from it. It has no brake. That immediately we start movement, no stopping. You say no. That the best is meet me on the battlefield. Just like when you have problem with somebody, will tell you meet me at the court or meet me in the court. We simply mean the court decide. You told us to meet you in the battlefield. And we say, okay, no problem. Let's meet in the battlefield. This is the battle you have been running away now. You are running away from this battle now. But you go nowhere. You will go nowhere. As long as you step your foot inside the land of Biafra, the land of Biafra must swallow you. You can never go back alive. So, for that allot that was trying to twist some illiterate mind, because the only person you can twist my mind are illiterate that were deceived by DSS, DOS, and Nigerians. We have passed that level. The level that we are now, it is the level that you can never return back. That we can never look back. It is when you have only one step to climb to your peak, your top, and somebody will tell you, come down. It is like when you have traveled 23 hours, just remaining you 1 hour to reach your destination, and somebody will tell you, turn back. It is like when you are almost reach your destination, a step to your destination, and somebody will tell you to turn back. The level that we are now is a step to our destination, just one step. And nobody can tell us to turn back. Not even Nnamdi Kanu, not even Simon Ekpa. Nobody. What we need is Biafra. So for your information, before you come and talk rubbish, I've been warning you, all those content creator, all the content creator, I am giving you this warning now. The same warning I gave to the people that news station outlet gave interview or grand interview is the same warning I'm going to give you as a content creator. Be mindful of what you use the Biafra agitation to do. Be very, very mindful on how you present our matter in your outfits, in your page. Be very, 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 very mindful. I won't warn you again. I won't warn you more than this. Because some of you must be an scapegoat. There are many people who like to learn in the hard way, who always like to learn in their grave, in the graveyard. You know, some people like to learn or take lesson in the grave. Maybe when they go to the war under, they may learn. If they have luck or lucky to, if they are lucky to return back,
instead of taking adequate action to stop the illegal killing of individuals,
if they are lucky
to
return back, maybe they will not do what they do.
The Nigerians believed that the war was not going to last for more than 3 months, but they made a big mistake because the war dragged on for 3 long years.
Two things involved in this life.
Actually turned the Nigerian troops to their quartermasters.
Those who say Biafra can never restore.
At the end stage of the war,
either you be in your grave seeing Biafra restore, just like Gowon is now, or you be alive see Biafra restore. Yes. If you say Biafra will not be restored, it's either you be on your sick feet and see Biafra being restored, or you be alive, see Biafra being restored, and shock of restoration of Biafra will kill you. Because nothing can stop it. It is a mission that can never, never be abandoned. It is a mission that must be accomplished. It is a mission that by fire, by force, we must get it. You cannot stop us. They never born you. So what message I bring this evening is 3 messages. 1, be one. You on social media, especially the content creator, if you want to carry our news, you must be very careful on what you bring to the public hearing. If you talk nonsense, we will come for you. If you talk nonsense, we will come for you. And those of you who would like to go to any radio station or television station to talk nonsense about us, we will come for you. I won't warn you again. And for those of you who think that you can manipulate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and plead with us to stop this agitation, I mean, Maybe you wake up from your dream. Keep dreaming. Keep on dreaming. That maybe if you manipulate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out from the prison, he will be able to stop the agitation and say, hey, boys, lay down weapon. I want to ask you, do you think it was Nnamdi Kanu that gave us weapon? I've told you before that Nnamdi Kanu, I've told you that Nnamdi Kanu is not a violent type. He's a very peaceful gentleman. He doesn't believe in violence. Though he believes that the restoration of Biafra must be twos to twos, or twos for two, blood for blood. But also he is very soft. When you approach him with a good reason of dialogue, he's soft. He have never gave us weapon. So he has no single right to come up tomorrow and say, boys, lay down weapon. The question will be, which weapon? Do you give us any weapon? And I believe he will not do that, because he's sworn. He have taken an oath, knowing that three things involved in restorations or freedom or revolutions. That every revolutionary has three good things awaiting them. It is either they lay you down to your grave and you die as an hero, or you go on exile. Yes, you go on exile.